Welcome back to the commercial. It's with your boy. Um, yeah, okay, so today I don't really know what I'm talking about, honestly. Uh, maybe I want to talk about your ego, maybe, or something else. We'll see what happens. I think this is gonna be a long video, so buckle up. But yeah, I think I want to talk about the ego today. I had a lot of realizations, and I thought, why not share it with the people? I think that the ego is something that we all have, of course, unless you're a monk, unless you're somebody who, I mean, even if you're a monk, the ego, regardless, is just gonna exist until the moment of, you know, until the moment we pass on. The ego is always gonna be there, but I'm not mad at it for being there. I think it's a good way to maintain, you know, our grip on life. You know what I mean? You hear a lot of people talk about how they took shrooms and they lost their ego. And it's honestly it's not something you want to just go through without any type of warning. It's very intense stuff, because the ego is like our, like our, how do I put it? It's like the thing that protects us from the world. And I think that it's necessary, you know, to have an ego in this world that we live in because not everybody is able to just live on a resort and just vibe, you know, in front of a beach and just let go of it all, having an ego deaf and then not having to worry about life no more. Not everybody has that opportunity to kind of do so. The ego is necessary, you know. We live in cities, we live in busy cities, we live in areas, and we live lives that require us to have an ego. And I get it. You know what I mean? uh but the thing about it is just like allowing yourself to release that side of yourself every opportunity that you can. So instead of being a mean person to that, grocery clerk for, forgetting to scan an item, you laugh it off. Instead, you smile and say it's okay. Like little things like that make a big difference because it just goes to show your level of spiritual maturity. A lot of people get mad at, you know, waiters for getting their order wrong, and it's understandable, right? But is it worth allowing that emotion of anger to go into your body and wreak havoc? I don't think so. But my point being is that like the ego can be lessened when the times are right and heightened as well when the times are right. You know what I'm saying? It's like a balancing thing. It's the ultimate control. It's the ultimate way we could control our reality when by knowing when and where to allow our egos to run loose, rampant, and to let them go completely. Now, me personally, I've never done shrooms. I've never done, you know, DMT, LSD. So I don't know that feeling of this a complete ego, you know, death. It complete, like, you know what I mean? I don't know that feeling, but I've seen a lot of, you know, people talk about it on YouTube, on the internet, just going through their experience. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to go through that, bro. I don't think that's the natural way of experiencing it. Shrooms are natural though, you know what I'm saying? So I won't say that it's not natural. Maybe it's just my ego being scared. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me being a scaredy cat. But I just know that through constant spiritual practices, we can lessen and lessen our egos and know when to really allow it to do the things that, our spiritual bodies wouldn't be able to do. There's a purpose in life for everything that we own and possess, or I should say that we possess, because we don't really own anything. But the ego is one of those things that we possess and can use it for the betterment of ourselves and sometimes other people when need be. It's just about being mindful of things that you the it's about being mindful about the impact that you have on other people. So being mean 24/7 to make yourself feel better about yourself is like very egotistical. Or trying to boast that you're the best and nobody's better than you, you're the best, blah blah blah. Like that's again egotistical, because what are you trying to prove to anybody? You don't need to prove anything to anyone. This is not the world to prove that you're the best. Yes, there are sports that, celebrate the number one person, or team. We celebrate them, the champions. You got the Olympics, the fucking NBA, stuff like that, that we celebrate. We always celebrate the person that comes in number one, But in actuality, it's not all about that. It's not all about just appreciating the people that come in first place. It's about appreciating everybody and recognizing that everybody is unique and everybody has their own qualities unique to them, and that no matter what place you come in a competition of any kind, or no matter how people view you, it's okay. Like, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things in God's eyes, because God didn't say, well, if you didn't come in first place, you know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't come in first place, or just because you don't have what somebody else has, doesn't mean you're less valuable or you're less valued to people or to God. It's irrelevant, Your value has no physical comparison. You know what I mean? So just remember that and become more mindful of your ego when it tries to become something it's not. I think the whole purpose of like spirituality and meditation, these things is to continuously, constantly let go of things that serve us no good. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things we gotta let go of, a lot of traumas, a lot of things inside our bodies that we're constantly trying to let go of. When you meditate, you're not trying to gain anything. It's about letting go of things. It's about realizing the peace and then the bliss that you have inside of you, that godliness that you have inside of you. And I think that's a reason why there are so many contradictions and so many different places in spirituality and religion. It's like it's all about going within oneself and realizing the authenticity and the that peace that's always been inside of you. It's even in the Bible. They talk about how the temple of God is something that's inside of us. It's not about the man-made buildings and structures that we build and go to every Sunday. No, it's about the thing that we have inside of us that has been placed here before birth, before time existed. You know what I mean? It's always been here. That's us. That's what we really are. It's the overseer, the thing that transcends the ego. And more people will realize that as time goes on. And I think it's beautiful because, it's about controlling how we react to things. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of chaotic energy going around, and it's like mind-boggling, you know. But at the end of the day, it's about how you react. So keep that in mind, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you like this video, comment something that you may have, you know, that may have caught your attention that I said. I love, you know, conversating with public about conversations on spirituality. It's incredible. So if you have anything you wanted to say to me, don't be afraid to comment. And oneness, wholeness, peace. See you guys.